America's bad boy of radio is making the move right this moment. He's making the move to the small screen.
You're a good-looking woman, Sonya.
Shock jock Howard Stern is currently heard on his top-rated morning talk show on New York's K-Rock and simulcast in Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia. His provocative
the hair
and
hurts.
blunt
like
opinions are known to stir controversy and even push the fine line of what the FCC will allow. In his new TV show, appropriately called What Else? The Howard Stern Show, he continues his usual antics and array of guests.
I was thinking of calling it the Sonya Show.
Lover of Jessica Hans?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
And you claim that that this love affair went on for several years?
I met her at the first church service.
Really?
Wait, did you leave church and go to a motel?
No, we went out to my van.
Yes.
Can I tell them that the Howard Stern Show airs on Superstation WWOR and it starts this weekend? Is that okay?
Superstation, I like that. First of all, this whole shock jock thing, I take a little bit of offense. Do you find me shocking? You're telling me backstage that you listen to me every day, you enjoy the show.
No, I didn't say I listen to you every day, and I never said I enjoyed the show.
You did
You're making
too.
that up. I said I listened
Hook this
to you.
woman up to a lie.
No, I said I listened to you.
You listen.
And I told you that my sister likes you a great deal. That
Yes.
doesn't say, I don't know what that says.
You know, you're a very beautiful woman. Not as beautiful as Ann Miller. Whoa, what a fuck. She's unbelievable, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And isn't it great that she now can tell the future?
Yes,
That was
well,
a very exciting segment.
I'm glad. I understand that
And
the
that
reason
jet black
you,
hair looks so good on an
you
older
wear
woman.
those glasses is because you have those eyes that kind of burn
Ooh,
in.
I see your
So
future.
it's protective.
You don't think Ann Miller's the Zodiac Killer now, do you?
I don't think
I hope not. I
respond
swear
any
to
of
God,
that.
I couldn't take that.
Can we get one legitimate question, then we can just go on to anything you like?
Sure, Sonya, for you, anything.
Oh, what a guy.
By the way, those workaholics, shouldn't they be at work?
Yeah, they were on their way. That's why we had to
workaholics.
cut some time off of their
Fascinating segment. You must be a very happy woman.
Yes, I am,
Yes,
as a
yes.
matter of fact. The FCC, does it have any impact on what you do on the air at
The
all?
FCC, as
Uh-huh.
far as I know, we still have a First Amendment. Isn't that true, Sonya?
Well, that's what I heard as of this morning.
The only guidelines I go by is the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the FCC is. I didn't elect the FCC. Did you elect the FCC? Do you know? Can you name the five
Not
people
the
who
last
sit
time
on
I
the
voted.
FCC?
No, I can't, really.
Well, doesn't it disturb
Just a
you that
test.
people who aren't elected into office, people that we don't know, are now saying they want to control what you can hear and what you can see and what you can think about? Isn't that a little frightening? Sonya, with me, babe?
Do I take it that your answer is it has no impact? Is that what I should make out of all of that?
Well,
Mr.
I don't know. I can't sit and worry about some guy trying to be on a power trip because he's lonely in his government office.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the FCC is supposed to monitor the meter readings, you know, to see how much power the transmitter. Where's Jane Fonda around here?
She's busy.
I
right
figured I'd
now.
walk in. I see Ted Turner, Jane Fonda, see some
We
stars.
were arranging all of that for
Ted
you,
Turner,
but it
what a
just
lucky
fell
dog, huh?
Through, yes.
Has Ted ever hit on you, Sonya?
Do
You're
we
a
have
lovely
to discuss
woman.
this right now? You know, did you bring your Blue Cross card with you?
I have my blue
I
card.
wanted to charge this as a session just in case it
What are
didn't
you, a
turn out right.
PhD? What are you? What are you? How did you become are you an MD?
PhD.
You're a PhD.
Yes.
All right, I have a lot of problems to work out.
Well, there's a catch.
Yeah, right.
You know, when I listen to your show, I have to tell you that it's like free association. The only difference between that and a therapy session is I can't talk back to you. So,
That's so true.
this is the opportunity
You
for
still
me
do
to
therapy
so.
on people, right?
Well, on people, with people.
You know what I hear? It's
Oh.
$90 now for 45 minutes. And for Sonya, it must be like 150, 200.
What do you think?
I didn't see you help those workaholics, and Ann Miller needed a lot of help with that. Ooh, I can see the future.
I don't do that on the air.
Oh, I
on
see.
the air, we just
You
kind
couldn't
of
help
chat
poor
and
Ann Miller?
have- And it. Will you give us an attempt to have a legitimate interview here or not?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to know if your kids are allowed to listen to your program.
Of course they listen to my program.
And what do they say to you when you come home?
What do they say? They say, I love you, Daddy. I think you're wonderful. Well, what, do you think what I do is terrible? I think we have a fun
No,
show?
but I actually
Gee,
thought
what
for
is
a
this?
minute.
Do you think you're painting me to be Hitler
No,
or
no, no.
something?
But for a minute, I thought Allison, that is your wife's name,
That's right.
she has to be in the government witness protection program so that when she goes out on the
No.
street, people don't see what Howard Stern's wife.
It's very funny, Sonya. I walk through the halls of CNN. Everyone comes up. They're cheering me. They're so excited. They're excited I'm having a television show Saturday night on Channel 9 at 11 o'clock. All the people in the halls. And then I hear the intro. People love to hate him. People hate. I don't see any of the hate.
No, I don't know any people who hate. Do you get hate
No,
mail?
but this is what you're reading off your teleprompter, Sonya.
Did you see a teleprompter
You said the
there?
shock jock, people love to hate, the whole thing.
Well, we just want to introduce you in a style that gives
I
the
see.
entire audience that there are many voices.
Why don't you just
that
introduce me
see
as a
you differently.
talented radio performer who's now embarking on a television career? That's the way to promote me, I think.
Ditto.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Now we have that straight. Now you've made your opening statement, and
Right.
we know it. I want to know where you found the luscious, delectable, wonderful Robin Griffiths.
Well, I found her, where I found her was in Washington. We were doing a radio show together in Washington. I came from Detroit, and she was introduced to me through a program director, and it was Kismet. And she's on the television show as well, and you know, she just had breast reduction, and she looks more beautiful than ever.
Really?
She's tighter, firmer, and wears low-cut tops, Sonya.
For you.
Something you should be doing on this show.
Well, you know, I
leg.
had been giving it some consideration, and I thought we should know each other a little bit first. I
but,
mean, don't you like the stages of the development of a
Lose
relationship?
the pristine outfit, hike the skirt up.
One person should not be outrageous here.
Listen, did Ted Turner go for a psychiatrist, or did he go for Jane Fonda?
He went for Jane.
Hey, you want to get a nice man like that, you got to cut your top down a little
I
bit.
have to give that some careful consideration.
Something to think about.
You may be right, Howard. Yeah, I am going to think about that. Next time I see Ted, I won't wear this outfit.
All right.
Next time I see you, I will be wearing this
For
outfit.
Ted, you have to dress a little sexier.
You think he likes very sexy women. You like very sexy
I
women.
don't see him going out with some housefrau, do you?
Well, we don't know all the women that he goes out with now, do we?
I'm compiling a list. I'm like with the FBI.
Right. Now, are you going to take phone calls so that people can talk about it? You know what?
Sure.
I am so thrilled because when we do the show, I think you have your crew set up to call in and say, what do you think of Howard Stern? So all over the world they call
I'll take any
from.
phone call, Sonya. I'd be happy to take any phone call with
Okay, so
you.
we don't have to worry about screening calls or any of
No, you don't have to do any of that.
And there'll be nothing objectionable. We know that will come.
There is nothing that offends me.
Howard Stern is yours for the next several moments. So give us a call here at 212-714-7810.
These racial attacks, are you against these?
I never met a girl named Rachel in my life.
I'm not talking about that. Now listen, who do you plan on shooting next? We want to...
Oprah, Marlo Thomas,
Marlo Thomas?
and Richard Simmons.
And Richard...
We are talking with the talented, the bright, the beautiful, the interesting, the intelligent Howard Stern.
Did you know who that was on that clip? That was Dartman.
Well, I figured that that's who it was, but it wasn't the real Dartman, was it?
Well,
They got the
he
real
told me he was the Dartman, and he said he had to wear that little blindfold so the police wouldn't recognize him.
Right, but they got him anyhow, didn't they? Well,
Well,
no, he actually gave himself up.
Well, I heard that since they
How do you
caught
do
that
that?
Dartman, 2 other women were attacked with darts.
Yeah, but that's a copycat phenomenon.
Oh,
We
you think so?
understand that. Look at all of the guys who are going on the air trying to imitate you. That should show you you've made it, right?
Yes, I guess so.
Let's go to phones. They're
Let's take
waiting
phones.
for you.
Okay,
Billy from New Jersey is with us first. Billy?
Hi, how you doing, Howard? I'm a real big fan of yours for about 4 years now, ever since you came to K-Rock.
See, Sonya, I told you, nobody hates me. I don't know what this shock, jock, love, people love
I
to
don't know
hate
where
me.
we got it from. It must have been out of the psychic realm.
You got to watch the TV show,
Oh, I will.
Saturday night.
Did you have a question, or did you just want to tell him how wonderful he
There's
was?
nothing wrong with a man calling up another man and saying he loves him. There's nothing wrong with that. So you're a
Okay,
little
we'll
uptight.
let that go. No, he has something he wants to
Okay,
say.
go ahead.
Howard, I want to know, is your TV show going to be more like the radio show, or is it going to be like one of your pay-per-view specials, or the...
I got to tell you something. When I first started working on this TV show, I was not convinced that we could translate the radio show to television. I thought that it was pretty much impossible because it was so loose, it's just sort of freewheeling. And I believe that this television show is so much like the radio program that even I am coming on all these shows and endorsing it because sometimes I'm not happy with my television work, but this stuff is really good. I don't know what it is. It's the set, the people at WOR, the whole thing got together, and it really feels like the radio show.
But it's
And-
taped.
Yeah, it's taped.
It's taped.
Right.
Why did they tape it?
People seem to feel that if I'm taped, they're doing it for some kind of obscenity issue or something like that. It was my decision to tape. I feel that I would like to go into a
So
studio.
you'll be just as obscene as you are on the radio.
Well, I don't feel I'm obscene on the radio.
Okay, but what about the attacks? Like, I mean, you know that they're out there. Racist, sexist, sleazy,
I think-
homophobe.
I think a lot,
Those
like a lot of the people who attack me aren't regular listeners of the show. I think there are some legitimate jokes going on, and there's some comedy going on. I think there are a lot of people who tune in halfway through a bit and go, "Oh my God, he just said a horrible word" or something like that. It's comedy, and I think that,
Does
for
Andrew
example,
Dice play comedy?
I think Andrew Dice Clay is very talented. I think he's very funny, but he's not everybody's comedian. But I happen to think he's very funny.
Okay, so you don't see any of the stuff that he does as provocative or insensitive?
There's nothing that anyone could say in a humorous setting that would offend me.
Okay, let's go on. We'll say hello to David in New Mexico. Hi, David.
Hi, Sonia. How are you doing?
Great.
I lived in New York and New Jersey. I don't think he's necessarily so great. but I'm a strong believer in the First Amendment, that nothing is obscene, and if you don't like him,
Turn it off. Okay, fine. We'll
Jeff
go
Lee
on.
Bailey's on the phone.
Let's go to Susan in New York. Hi, Susan.
That was an awfully profound phone call, I got to tell you. I've never heard that said before.
This is Susan.
Yes.
Does anybody watch this show? Anybody out there?
Yeah, there are a couple of
I watch
people.
you all the time,
Thank you.
and I think that you're great.
Thank you.
And I think it must be very hard for you to put your skits together, and I think they're wonderful.
We do a lot of we do some sketch humor on the radio show, and we're going to take that, we've translated that to television.
I want to know how Jessica Hahn, how you got past her when she was going through all this stuff with PTL. She said you were the person that really saved her sanity. You'll
Isn't that
forgive
sad?
me. You'll forgive me if
And I'm
I
not a shrink.
respond to
I
that.
made the woman laugh.
And she's a nice lady. I heard her call you, as a matter of fact. She wanted you to wish her a happy birthday. I hope you did that because
You do
her
listen a lot, don't you?
Her
You know?
feelings were on the line when it came to that.
Listen, well, I listen occasionally. Sonya, you listen a lot, I'll tell you
Well,
that.
you may believe what you choose. Now,
No,
how did you get through to her?
I just, someone gave me her phone number, one of the listeners. I called her. She wasn't taking any calls from the press. She was a regular listener of the show. And I just, barged ahead, went right in on that phone answering machine, said it's Howard Stern. She picked up, and we formed a relationship. A close bond, myself and Jessica Hahn. I like Jessica. She's very, very, very sweet.
She is. She's
Yeah,
a
she
very
really
sweet-
is.
Let's go to Stephen in New York. Hi, Stephen.
How you doing, Sonya?
Great.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
Hi, I'm a big fan of you as an ex-college DJ.
Hi.
And I just want to tell you there's a lot of people out there that love you. You've brought radio to new heights, so to say. Nobody's really out there doing what you're doing except maybe the Mad Dog. But I just want to ask you a question.
The Mad Dog. I tell you, I got to get out of radio. That's why I'm in TV. I can't work in an industry filled with mad dogs.
Mad Dog.
Mad dogs and grease men.
I just
can't. I can't handle it anymore. You know, radio is the lowest rung of show business. You know it, Sonya. You did it. And you know who the biggest guy is? Casey Kasem. I was saying this the other day. Casey Kasem and Shadow Stevens. Those are the big guys. That's my industry.
Howard?
Yeah.
I just saw the movie Ford Fairlane. I know you tried out for that, and Gilbert got the role. Unfortunately, I think it would have been a lot better if you got it because he stunk the joint up.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, movies is the next thing we're going to do.
Yeah, I know. I think you're writing, directing, producing, and starring in one.
No,
now.
I have a film script that was written for me, and right now we're shopping it, and we're going to see what happens.
But I want to get a test of who you really are. I could not believe a story I heard about you, that you held a grudge against a guy from Camp Wellmet. I mean, I know about Camp Wellmet. He took a girl you liked to the prom, and you have just been sitting like a snake in the grass waiting to get back at him. Is that true?
Well, no, there's a lot of, I've been hurt by women. Before I was on the radio, I wouldn't say, look at this face. And I look a lot better now than I looked then. I'm not beautiful, Sonya, you know that. No one can be.
You're beautiful to me.
Yeah, believe me, women that look like you, you never paid attention. So the thing is that there was a lot of begging that went on and whining.
Groveling.
A lot of groveling. First woman I ever slept with, I groveled for, I'd say, an hour and a half.
Well, it was good practice for marriage.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. And I'm still groveling, to be honest with you.
Well, we'll invite your wife in any time, and if there's a problem in that area, I'd be
Well,
happy
at $95 an hour, I don't know. I'll solve my own
for you,
problem.
we might be able to make a
I can solve my own problems.
special
Sonya.
deal. But did you finally get back at him, this guy who stole this girl you really loved?
No, I didn't really get back at the guy. Who cares? She's probably some old hag housewife anyway somewhere. So.
Well, on that note,
yes.
I think we'll bring this to a close. I want to thank you for being here today.
I got to go party with the workaholics and Ann Miller.
Well, and everybody out there, we have a whole group of people who want your autograph. They have chocolates and flowers and all kinds of stuff for you. Good luck Saturday night.
You going to watch the show?
Absolutely.
Right.
I will promise you that I will watch Channel 9, 11 o'clock Saturday night.
Howard Stern's Summer Show.
Howard Stern Summer Show. Beautiful, bright, talented guy.
Want a little kiss, Sonya? Come on,
Not
baby.
On
Come on,
camera.
you know you
we'll
want it.
be right
Come on.
back.
You know it.
On Monday, should the FCC put a 24-hour ban on what they call indecent radio? Can I just finish this before we go any further? And TV programming. We'll discuss the agency's proposal to extend the current daytime ban. Also, Congress is currently debating over some
That's
just
gonna be
gun
some
laws.
show.
And we'll get the
That's gonna be
opinions
some
of
exciting
two
show.
law enforcement officers. Newsday is up next. take a look. Have a great weekend. Don't forget Howard
Will be
Saturday
as
night.
good as that Workaholic show.
And I'll see you again on Monday.
It's going to be
Goodbye
fun.
now.
A lot of fun.